Good day everyone, I am Jana Maika P. Aguilar and today I will going to discuss with you about how do people express their love. So are you showing your love fearlessly and selflessly? If not, what is stopping you? So most people don't show their love because they are afraid of being seen as vulnerable and regard love and emotion as a weakness, not a strength. Listen, it is true. Love does make you vulnerable, and showing your love is indeed a risky action because you never know what will happen in the future. However, remind yourself that love responds best to love. Plus, you have so many things and people to lose if you allow yourself to appear cold and unemotional. Is it not true? Take a bit of a risk. Allow yourself to be vulnerable sometimes and show your love because most times you win. So now, here are the 10 safe ways to show or to express your love. First is to listen. People want and crave to be heard, to have a voice and a saying. So when you listen, you make the other person feel seen and understood, accounted for, and accepted. Express your love through listening. Offer them your ears. In love or relationship, it is never about one person. It is always the two of you. You would want your partner to listen to you and they also wish for the same. They may have a lot to say and share with you. No matter how busy or occupied you are, if you spend some time just listening to what they have to say, things will be okay and great. If you are wondering how to show love, just listening to them can help. Number 2 is to complain without accusing. When you don't like something, talk about it something and not about the person causing it or your loved one. Just like for an example, "Darling, those clothes on the floor give a headache. What could we do about it?" The attention is on the clothes and not the person causing the mess. Number 3 is to keep your promise. Did you notice that your promises are not created equal? That you tend to go above and beyond to keep your promises to those you love and merely try when it comes to other people? It is not about being dishonest, but the fact is that you have limited time and resources, and, as is only natural, prioritize those you love ahead of those you don't. When you love someone, you mean what you say. Before making promises, you think about whether or not you'll be able to keep them. You don't say the easiest thing out of instinct. The thing that will make your person happy in the moment. You don't lie to keep the peace. Number 4, answer without arguing. Learn how to be assertive and avoid getting into unnecessary dispute, fight, and conflicts. Once you yell at the person you love, you set a precedent that opens the door to unpleasant interaction. Relationship arguments are normal, but arguing is not necessarily communicating. There is a difference between an argument and a productive conversation. Only when you're able to have productive conversation will you actually resolve your relationship issues. 5 is to share without expectation. Share and offer things without expecting anything in return. Do it only for the pleasure of being altruistic and the good feelings the other person feels. Yes, altruism is to selfishness as courage is to fear. However, as long as both parties are gaining something from it, your altruism is perceived as such and there is nothing deceitful about it. That is how a good relationship works. It is a two-way street. Number 6, show trust. If you know a person that has never told a lie, the whole world wants to meet him or her. Show trust even though sometimes you know you've been lied to. It happens. Remind yourself that you are not perfect either, and when you love someone, they deserve a chance to redeem themselves in front of you. I'm not saying to offer your trust to a habitual liar. I mean, you can trust that person. You can trust the fact that sooner or later they will lie to you again. Trusting people is not only about believing that they are telling you the truth. And when it comes to relationship, offering your trust is more showing that you are confident about your loved one's abilities, skill, character trait, potential, and talent. Number 7, make people feel important. In an ocean of 7 billion people, most of our desire to be acknowledged and appreciated as an individual. We want to feel important, to be less anonymous and more accounted for. We want to feel useful and loved for what we have to offer. Number 8, make concessions. Making concessions is proving to the other party that you care more about them rather than caring about your vanity or desire to be right or winning. Again, concessions are a two-way street. You give me a bit more on that issue, I give you something more on something else. So if you are the only one giving in, there is no relationship. Number 9, be tolerant. Tolerance starts with yourself. Be less self-conscious and more self-compassionate. No one is perfect. Are you making a mistake? Get up and try again in a different way. Being tolerant to those you love means to give them the opportunity to redeem themselves, give them the chance to try again, empower them with the knowledge of other options to take. Number 10, accept doing things that your loved one enjoys. Show interest and acceptance for what your loved one is passionate about. Don't dismiss it as nothing, stupid, or silly, even if you don't get what is the fun in it is. Did you know that one of the most mentioned reason for a breakup is this one? We never did anything together, or she or he never showed any interest in what I'm doing or what I like. That would be all. Thank you for listening. I hope you get or you learn from what I have discussed. Just always remember that love is priceless and the jewel of our life. We must show our love without fear because even if from time to time we are disappointed, we will more often be rewarded.